Tally ho there, champs. Now today I'm going to have a look at something that's absolutely gorgeous. The Edifier S880DB bookshelf speakers. Now this, personally to me, is a much better buy than say an Apple HomePod, because that thing's pretty useless unless you have Apple Music. You can't connect Bluetooth to it, and the sound quality on this thing is epic. Now Edifier make some really great speakers. I've reviewed one of their speakers before, but this one is like another level. Not just in build quality, and have a look at the build quality. How beautiful is this thing? Because it's like it was almost made just for me. If you have a look at my setup, it's pretty much just white and timber. The exact same setup as I have in my room. So it will be no surprise to you. I think this thing is absolutely stunning, gorgeous. First thing you'll notice when you pick them up, they're friggin' heavy. They're so heavy. You can really feel the quality. In actual fact, this weight is a benefit because not only is it built strong and thick, it actually doesn't vibrate. You don't get those rattles and buzzes that you get with those cheaper, the lighter speakers. So the build quality is phenomenal. I love the aesthetic look, the white and timber finish with the black drivers and tweeter. It is just right up my alley. Of course, this is going to be personal preference, but for me, they're pretty much one of the best looking speakers I've seen, period. Now they come in at about $350 in Australia, which is really great value because the quality of these speakers is phenomenal. As I said before, it's high res certified. So that means it has greater than CD quality. The dynamic range is unbelievable for such small and portable speakers. So not only is it good for music, it's actually good for studio work. And it does come with a remote. And with this remote, you can change it between dynamic, monitor, classic and vocal presets. So if you're doing studio work where you need a really flat response and very accurate sound, you put it on monitor mode. If you want classical, you put it classic. Dynamic gives you that killer dynamic range. It's an easy to use remote control. And as you'll see, if you look at the front of both of these speakers, you'll see they look slightly different because on the right hand side, the active speaker, which has the amp built in, and this does have the amp built in, so it requires power. You'll see at the bottom you'll have a black LED strip there, and that shows you what mode you're in, so you can go through the input sources and it will show up on that LED display. The other one is just the passive speaker, so they connect together via a very robust cable. If you have a look on the back, you've got all the inputs you want. And not only is it Bluetooth auxiliary in, you have PC in, you have USB, you can connect it to your computer via USB as well. Optical in, coaxial. You also have dials for treble, bass and volume. And they include pretty much every cable you will need, even the optical cable, which a lot of speakers won't come with. So when you look on the front, you'll see the top 19mm titanium laminated tweeters, and on the bottom you have the 3.57-inch metal diaphragm bass, and that's where you get the bass from, those drivers at the bottom. And there is quite a lot of bass. I actually only had to leave it on its standard setting. I didn't have to increase the bass at all. It has really good high frequencies, good mids, and a lot of bass as well. So the dynamic range is really good. Like, I'll give you a little sound test later. Now with the sound sample, you're not going to hear what I'm hearing because what speakers you're using and also YouTube compression and so on. But just trust me on this. These are the best speakers I've heard, probably under a K. Mobile phone, tablet, Bluetooth, or you can connect it for your cable if you want to. For your laptop, desktop, you can pretty much connect it to whatever you want. Portable studio quality speakers that I could definitely use for video editing, stuff like that. Not only music, it's great as studio speakers. As I said, it'll be awesome for a laptop setup or even with your desktop. It'll look awesome on my desk with my setup. 96 kilohertz, 24-bit. It's everything you want in speakers. And I can tell you without a word of a lie, just the design of them would make me buy them for myself. But I'm definitely going to get these speakers just because of the value. Aesthetically, I love them, and the performance. Like, I can use them for studio and for just music itself. Just got to work out in my setup how they fit in. It's definitely the best speakers Edifier have made. And I used to always buy the Logitech, you know, surround sound systems that were like $500 back in the day. They still sell some too, but these are on another level compared to those plasticky things. Like, this is just phenomenal. So check out these speakers. I'll leave a link in the description where you can get it. Edifier, give yourself a pat on the back because you've produced a really quality product. So that's it, guys. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're new around here, please subscribe. And until next time, guys, tally ho.